Plus, meet the local couple who dealt with loss twice before giving birth to a beautiful baby girl. The news starts now.
This is ABC 10 News at 11.
Well, today is a big day for us here at ABC 10, as well as UC Davis Children's Hospital. It is the Children's Miracle Network Mediathon. The phone number to donate is at the bottom of your screen. And right now, Dale is at UC Davis Children's Hospital sharing the stories and the reasons to donate to this very worthy cause. Hey, Dale.
Hey, not just a big day for us, but we think a very good day. At the end of the newscast, we'll have the big reveal, and hopefully this year we raised more money than we did last year, and it's looking really good. So that we're wrapping up here. This is the last 35 minutes of our Give for Kids Mediathon. We're going to do it in grand style with a power hour thanks to Remax. And what that means, yes, they are ready to take your calls at 877-719-KIDS. What a power hour means, they'll double your donation between now and 11:35. So if you call in a $10 donation, it becomes $20 thanks to Remax. And if you need a little bit of inspiration, here you go. You know, there's a reason that they call it the miracle of childbirth, because it is a miracle. So much has to go right to leave the hospital with a healthy child. I'll tell you, this story does have a happy ending, but it starts out in not such a good way. A couple who went to the hospital not once but twice, and after childbirth, they left empty-handed twice.
A clock in a hospital room can do more than mark time. It can offer hope with every sweep of the second hand, or horror when you need more time to solve a problem or save a life.
This is something you just don't ever want to happen to anyone. No matter who they are, what the circumstances is, it's just too painful.
Prudence and John know the pain of leaving the hospital without a baby and without any answers, twice.
It was so hard doing that, and it was so hard after.
I think we take it for granted. You're pregnant, of course you're going to go home with a baby. It doesn't happen to everybody. And then let alone lose two.
Dr. Veronique Taché wanted desperately to give Prudence and John, if not courage to try a third time, at least a reason for their losses.
Losing two full-term babies with no explanation is incredibly hard.
The neonatal medical team at UC Davis finally figured it out. A gene mutation did not allow the baby's bodies to clear rising lactic acid levels. So shortly after birth, the acid buildup would cause the organs to shut down. A week after calling John and Prudence with the news of that discovery, Prudence found out she was pregnant again.
What gave you courage to try again after the second pregnancy?
I don't know. I think it was less courage and just needed her.
A genetic test gave Prudence and John even more reason to be hopeful.
They called us, and I was at work, and I ran around the corner so no one would see me crying. And she said she's not affected, she's not a carrier. It's just like not even there.
After Sadie's birth, her parents lived by the clock in their hospital room at UC Davis.
We knew if she made it the first few hours that we would probably go home with her.
As soon as we were walking down that sidewalk to the parking garage, I just wanted to get her in the car so fast and drive off, you know? So it's not something we ever got to do.
A year later, Sadie is the center of attention, curious and clearly the miracle her parents were hoping for. Everything John and Prudence went through before Sadie has given doctors and future patients an understanding of a rare genetic mutation. And hopefully that understanding can save others from the pain of leaving a hospital empty-handed.
Great story, and just another example of honestly, the miracles that happen here every day at UC Davis Children's Hospital. In fact, you can become a miracle maker with a donation, and what that is say you donate $10, but it's $10 every month for a year. It's a real easy way to make a $120 donation to UC Davis. Dale Shornack, yeah? Heard my name back here. I didn't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but someone's calling in a pledge, and thank you very much for that. But Rosa from Elk Grove donated $120 as a miracle maker. Rosa, thank you very much. Appreciated that. Christina, once again this year, the Remax agents have been digging into their pockets and making a major donation to UC Davis Children's Hospital. We're going to get a check presentation here coming up in just a few minutes and show you again how much money and how they did it again this year. They're saving lives here at UC Davis Children's.
So many special families we've been able to meet through this, and also the doctors and nurses who have so much passion, and they really invest not only their skills but their hearts in these patients.
They have some of the most extraordinarily talented doctors, nurses, and surgeons. We've showed you some of those stories this week. The one I did on little Connor, he had a tumor, stage 3 cancer in his chest so big it was crushing his heart and his lungs. Normally they would have to do a big midline opening in his chest to take out a tumor like that. They were able to do it with just 2 tiny incisions in the side of him in his ribs, one for a camera and the other one for the tools to operate and watching the operation on a monitor. I mean, that's just some of the incredible state-of-the-art technology and life-saving that goes on here at UC Davis Children's. It is such a blessing for our community to have this hospital here in our community.
It is, and it's wonderful for our viewers to become a part of it by donating just whatever they can. All right, thank you, Dale. We'll talk to you soon.